I hope that you had a great weekend. I just wanted to check in with you now that we are finished with Module 2 and we're moving on to the first part of Module 3, Module 3.1. I'll say a little more about that in just a minute. But again, first off, thanks for all of your insights on how borders are defined and how scholars and thinkers from different disciplines, including Chicano studies, um, queer and feminist studies, that was Gloria Anzaldúa, obviously, as well as historians, Jared Onsi and Paul Ganster, even though Ganster tends to approach history from more of a social scientific perspective. And then finally, our journalist and geographer, Tim Marshall. All of them have kind of a different way in to thinking about borders. Some of them are specifically writing about the US-Mexico border. And I've written a blog post that I've added a link to here, and I've posted it to Twitter using our hashtag. Give that a look at some of my thoughts on our initial conversations about defining the field of border studies. And so something that maybe I didn't make explicit in that post is that there is a field of borderlands history. From the discipline of history, that's what I have my training in, my background in. But then there's also an interdisciplinary field called border studies. It has its own conferences. Most of them are international, so they're not confined to North America or even Europe. And they try to draw on the insights of all of these different disciplines that we've taken a look at, plus more, to really understand the complexities and the nuances of life at a border. There are different scales and different perspectives through which to see the border. That's something we'll be reminded of as we continue our readings and our work together. There's one way of looking at the border from the kind of political policymaker state perspective. That might be very different from how people who actually live in an international boundary area experience their daily lives and experience and understand what the kind of complexities and issues are at the border. So again, all of these things, great things to keep in mind as we continue. Thanks again for your wonderful ideas and your insights, as I mentioned. Also, you may notice I'm still in my workout clothes. It's actually almost noon here where I live in Albuquerque. Home with a sick kid today. Hopefully he'll be feeling better soon. And fortunately, I had a flexible day that I was able to do that. But I did just want to kind of let you all know that I understand that as we're trying to get our college work done, life always intervenes. We always have different things happen that maybe take us away from the plan that we had for the day of how we were going to get our work done. I understand, I'm sympathetic to those things, and I'm willing to help. So I know that we're all in this together, and I hope that you'll feel that way as well as we continue our work on the US-Mexico border. I'm going to end this video here. Again, I just wanted this one to be a check-in. I'm also going to make and post a video about finding book reviews. A couple of you are already posting those to Twitter for Brian DeLay's book, War of a Thousand Deserts. That's a perfect way to get started with reading, especially the kind of extensive and quick reading that we have to do in a college level class of this caliber. So I wanted to kind of say a few things about that. So look for that one. Let me know if you have any questions about anything that we've done thus far or anything that we're doing for class. Always happy to help, and I look forward to continuing our conversations.